Yes, welcome back. Second example on P chart. Samples of 100 tubes are drawn randomly from the output of a process that produces several thousand units daily. Sample items are inspected for quality and defective tubes or rejected the results of 15 samples are shown below. Sample numbers 1 2 so on up to 15 and number of defectives 8 10 13 so on. Number of defective means d values they are given here, and these are the sample numbers. On the basis of given information, prepare control chart for P chart. What conclusion do you draw from the control chart? Yes, here in this example you need to calculate CL value, like first example they are given here sample numbers and D values, number of defectives. Calculate CL value, P bar value by using this data. Summation D by N gives your P bar value. Then proceed for finding UCL and LCL value. After finding CL, UCL and LCL value, you need to draw here control chart, because they are asking control chart for P chart. So on the basis of control chart, you need to go for conclusion whether the process is under control or out of the control. Here to draw control chart, you are using the same procedure like we used in X bar chart and R bar chart. Okay, along vertical line you write sample numbers, and along horizontal line along x axis you need to take sample numbers 1 to 15. Along vertical line you need to take number of defective D values. So you take the appropriate width between two numbers along vertical line. Better you take 2 0 2 4 6 like that on vertical line. Then you mark the corresponding points, then join all these points. Then you look at the values, whether these plots are coming within UCL and LCL or going beyond UCL and LCL. So you need to find. You please try to work out this problem. They are given hint here under statistical control. Means if you draw a plot control chart for this problem, so your curve is coming in between UCL and LCL, therefore the process is under control. You please try to work out this example. Now I am going towards C chart. Control chart for number of defectives. Fractional defective means P chart. Here control chart for number of defective. You remember always number of defectives means C chart. The C chart are used to monitor the number of defectives per unit. Method for computing C chart, it is in the obvious way, but to calculate C bar value, so you are using mean of number of defectives. C bar is calculated by summation C by number of samples, gives C bar value. Then go for UCL and LCL. When sigma is known, again two set of formula. When sigma is known, when sigma is unknown. When sigma is known, then you need to use formula UCL is equals to C2 sigma plus 3 into sigma by square root of 2n, and to calculate LCL, C2 sigma minus 3 into sigma by square root of 2n. Here sigma by square root of 2n indicates the standard error, and of course C2 values they are giving in the data. No need to worry. Sigma values and C2 values they are giving in the data. Then easily you can calculate UCL and LCL. And if they are not giving a sigma value directly, standard deviation value they are not giving in the data, then you need to use the formula to find that is your C bar acts as a CL value. Then to calculate UCL, C bar plus 3 into square root of C bar, and to calculate LCL, C bar minus 3 into square root of C bar value. Usually in most of the example they are not giving sigma value. Of course you need to move with these two formulas. Okay, let us understand by the example how to construct C chart. Here in first example, the number of defects on 20 items are given below. So item numbers they are given and number of defectives they are given here. So number of items 1 to 20 and corresponding number of defective numbers they are given. Determine control limits for C chart and draw comment on it. So they are asking to find control limit for C charts, and they are also asking for to draw C chart and comment on this whether the process is under control or out of control. Let us go with the solution. First we need to calculate C bar value. To calculate C bar value, formula is summation C by number of samples, then sum of C. If you add the given C values here, okay, here C values if you add, so you need to add this number of defectives. This is nothing but your C values. If you add this second row, this second row if you add, you are getting sum is 35, summation of C value divided by number of samples. They are given total 20 samples, therefore 35 divided by 20 gives 1.75. 1.75 is your CL value. Okay, then standard deviation not given, so that control limits formulas are UCL is equals to C bar plus 3 into square root of C bar. C bar value you know here, so directly you calculate UCL value. Therefore UCL value is 5.71 and LCL value is 0. Okay, you are getting here, if you calculate LCL, you are getting negative value minus 2.21. so if you get any negative value while calculating UCL or LCL, you need to consider this as 0. Negative value is tending towards 0. Okay, then using this chart, let us proceed for the control chart. So along vertical line you write the samples, sample numbers. There are 20 samples. So by taking width 2, if you write horizontal line 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, so on, and along vertical line you just go with the C values. So C values they are given in the data. The lowest C value is 0 and the highest C value is here 8. Therefore you write these C values along vertical line by taking width 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to 10. Then proceed for marking UCL, CL and LCL value. UCL value is 5.71. So 5.71 means approximately here. Here you make a dotted line and name it as UCL 5.71. And similarly LCL value is 0. So this negative value is tending to 0. Therefore your horizontal line, this itself acts as a LCL. So here you mark it as LCL and its value is 0. Then CL value you are calculated. CL value is 1.75. For this you make a solid line. 1.75 means approximately here. See here. This is the solid line representing CL. CL is equals to 1.75. Then you go with the plots, means sample numbers and corresponding C values you need to mark here. So when sample number is 1, your number of defectives is 2, C value is 2. When sample number is 2, your C value is 0. Like that you make a point. So sample number is 1 means approximately here 2. 2 is your C value. Then sample number 2 means here 0. C value is 0. This is the second point. First point is here, second point is here. In the same way you just proceed. Then you are getting third point, fourth point, fifth point, sixth point. Like that for the given data you mark all the points and join these points. Okay, when you are joining these points you are getting a curve. Then you just observe the curve whether your curve is under the control or out of the control. Here you see this is the UCL line, this is LCL line. So therefore this curve, this part is going beyond, going outside of the UCL. Therefore your process is out of control. So here you need to conclude some of the items have the out of control limits of defective items, so that the process is out of control. So like that you need to find C chart. So in the same way, you please try to work out the second example. So they are given sample points from 1 to 20 and the number of complaints, nothing but C values they are given. Here hint also they mentioned under control. So if you draw C chart for this, so you are getting a curve. That curve is coming in between UCL and LCL. You please try to work out these problems. Okay, thank you for watching the video.